In a comedy, an actor such as, say, Steve Martin or Peter Sellers might be acting in a heightened style. But even in a thriller or a horror film, the actors might be specifically acting within a style. Hi, I'm CJ Johnson. I graduated the AFTRS directing course in 2009. Since then, I've continued to work as a playwright and a screenwriter, but most prominently, I've become a film critic. I've been the film critic for the ABC flagship national radio program, The Nightlife, since 2010. I've got 3 top tips for you today, and they are my top tips for critiquing a film. Identify what the film is about. You should be able to identify what the film is about in a single sentence. And if you're finding that difficult, you need to identify the protagonist of the film and identify what they want and what is stopping them from what they want. Let's take The Godfather. That film is about a young man who wants to continue on the straight and narrow, but his family is involved in crime. That's what the film is about. But what is the film really about? It is about the pursuit of morality in the face of corruption. It is about the pursuit of the American dream. And if you identify all of those, then you're getting at what the film is really about. Identify the director's intentions. Quickly identify the tone, the genre, and the style. So, with the tone, the simplest way is to look at it in a binary fashion. Is the tone light or dark? You also need to identify the genre. Start with comedy and drama, and then see if they have elements of other genres. So you can refine your definition to, for example, a comedy thriller or a even dramatic comedy. All directors will be utilizing a style in their film. Most dramas are using the style of realism, and realism uses naturalistic acting from the actors and generally realistic props and production design with camera moves and music that are not particularly obtrusive. In comedies, you might be using a heightened comedic style. And in action movies or high-intensity thrillers or horror films, you might be using a particular style that calls attention to itself via the camera, via the use of music, or even via the acting performances. Identify your own emotional response. This is actually the easiest one, and it is simply a case of mindfulness, really. I become aware if, watching a film, I have forgotten the rest of the world. I have forgotten the outside world, and I am engaged with the film, that I am really drawn in by the story and find myself compelled. If I think the last thing I want to do right now is to walk away from this film, then I'm kind of into the film. And you know if you're not, more so than you know if you are. Hope you've enjoyed my top tips. There's a second set of top tips for you, also on the AFTRS channel. Please go check that out. Also check out my web TV show, Watch This. It's available on Skippy TV. That's SKIPI.TV. And make sure you go see a lot of movies at the cinema where they belong. Take care.